Susan, Noah said, inching closer. Can you tell me what happened between you and Ethan last night? You know you shouldn't talk about our company matters with the Storms. You know our history with them. Susan fumbled as she replied, I was on my way to my room when he stopped me. Noah nodded. What did you talk about? Susan kept her head down. He only wanted to make sure he could smoke in the garden and talked about Sophia. Really? Noah's eyes lit up. That man is so strange. He probably was expecting us to announce his marriage to her. This is good. Still, you shouldn't have interacted with him. What if you leaked some details about our business in the process? Noah scolded. I'm sorry, Father. Susan replied. Fine, fine. There's absolutely no point in scolding you. I'm sorry about how Sophia accused you, but she's just looking out for us. Ethan is someone who can easily ruin us, Noah said. Then she remembered that she needed to meet Ethan. She said, Dad, I have to meet someone for our next project. I'm leaving. Okay, Susan. Noah agreed. Promise me that you will help your sister sail through company processes easily. She has already been through a lot. I promise. Susan rolled her eyes, frustration bubbling up. Susan excitedly drove the car to the restaurant that Ethan had mentioned in a message. She entered the restaurant and scanned through it, awestruck by its grandeur. Good morning, I have a reservation under the name Ethan Storm. She asked the restaurant manager at the entrance. The restaurant manager checked his book of reservations and said, Please follow me, miss. After a moment, she came in front of a private room where Felix stood waiting for her. Welcome, Miss Susan Drew. Mr. Ethan is expecting you. Felix greeted her. Good morning, it's nice to meet you, Susan said, offering a handshake. Felix shook her hand happily. Please enter this door. He is waiting for you, Felix said, knocking on the door and opening it for Susan. The door closed behind her and she felt her heart skip a beat. I wasn't expecting you to show up, but now that you did, please have a seat, Ethan said, sitting at his desk, watching her every move. I don't make false promises in business. I show up when I say I will. Susan responded without thinking. Ethan raised an eyebrow, a flicker of surprise crossing his face before amusement settled in. His next question stunned her. Did you inform Mr. Drew about our meeting? Susan sat down, carefully considering her words. I am not working with my father. He would never let me meet you, whether in private or public. He'd call me a traitor to the family for even striking a deal with the Storm. Does your father hate you? Ethan asked bluntly. Susan hesitated before answering. I don't think he hates me. He is just more protective of Sophia than me. It's a parent's job to love and protect all their children equally, no matter what. It's a shame you were born a Drew's daughter, Ethan remarked. Tell me something. I know you have conquered the world, but how the hell did you end up so powerless in your own family business? Whatever you're hiding, it's because you're a Drew's daughter, right? High society is quite competitive, Ethan interrupted. Yes, Susan admitted. Someone must have been really jealous of your success, Susan. Anyway, let's get to the point now. Let's say I believe this marriage is all you're planning and your father isn't involved. Why would someone like me, who's lived in hiding, want to marry someone like you in the spotlight? Truthfully, I never pictured someone as grand as you to come across when I was thinking about an escape plan. I thought we'd be a good match considering our family status and the rivalry our families hold. I've considered two things about you. First, you're private, so I wouldn't need to mingle much. And second, given your status, you can control my family, Susan explained. Ethan raised an eyebrow. I like to keep to myself, but there are parties I must attend. Am I to show up without my wife? It would be boring if you hid all the time. You misunderstand, Ethan. I never hide because I want to. My priorities have been business meetings rather than socializing with the fishwives of friction. I'd love to go out, attend parties, and dance. I have a lot of experience and confidence to mingle with the who's who of town, Susan said earnestly. Ethan hummed thoughtfully. A week ago, I wouldn't have entertained this conversation, but now I'm in the mood to play games. He placed a piece of paper on the table. What is this? Susan asked as she looked at the paper with the Storm Corporation logo in the corner. A contract marriage needs to have rules and conditions, right? Ethan pushed the paper and a pen toward her. Susan's eyes widened. Isn't this a little too easy? I expected you to grill me more. What are you waiting for? Ethan asked when she hesitated. Sorry. Susan reached for the paper, but Ethan grabbed her face, noticing faint redness around her cheeks that was caused by hitting the door on her face. What happened to your face? It's nothing. Susan turned away. It's something if you're to be my wife. Name the person and I'll have them punished, Ethan said firmly. It was an accident, Ethan, Susan insisted. See to it that you don't have any more accidents before we're married, Ethan said, deciding to drop the topic for now. No love shall be the first condition. It won't be a problem on my end. Susan spoke first. I hope you stay like this until the end, Ethan replied. You're not my type, Ethan, Susan said bluntly. Oh, so there is a type? Ethan mused. Of course. I was quite in demand back then. I've seen rich and handsome men lurking around me. What should the second condition be? Susan asked. My second condition? Speak of this to no one besides my secretary, Felix. He'll be a shield for you in dangerous times. I must ask that I can keep working in Drew Corporation till I can, Susan said. That's your business. Do as you wish, Ethan said. Susan continued with the next condition. Third, we must sleep in the same room. He paused and looked at Susan's face. Why are you surprised? Did you think I wouldn't sleep with my husband? She asked. Ethan rolled his eyes. I don't think that's necessary. Everyone does it. Young or old? Susan said brazenly. How young? Ethan asked, misunderstanding. Susan smirked. Sleeping, Ethan. I was referring to just sleeping. But if you wish for something more. No, we will sleep in separate bedrooms, Ethan said quickly, embarrassed. Susan asked, Fine. Is there anything else? No, we've covered the basics. Anything else can be handled with communication. Sign it.
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.